Hi, it's been a while since I made a video in English, but I feel like this full moon is all about listening in and allowing what's coming. And what's coming right now is for me to record a soul full moon song. So I invite you to just sit and take a moment for you wherever you can, or pause this video if you need to find this quiet space or this quiet place where you can sit and find the time when it's right for you to listen to this song and to this soul messages. Because the full moon is all about getting closer to your soul, and this particular full moon is really powerful, guiding us to go back home and finally empower ourselves with the fullness of who we are, with the wings widespread of our soul. That's the images that I see. A powerful clearing starts. I see lights and shadow being released from the bodies that we have on earth. I see grounding not from the feet down, but from the root chakra down. And I feel like before even starting to listen and to, for me, record that song, I need to be in that place of empowerment. So grounding myself down and opening up my wings and my heart to the full extent of the light that I am. So you can do exactly the same. There's a longing from your soul. There's a longing in your heart for your soul to recover, to remember, to be with her, to let all her energies, warmth, light, love be with you, be in you, be you. And I see that it's absolutely not your fault, not our fault. It's because coming to earth means coming down on a plane that requires the soul to go through. I see like layers and layers and layers between the earth and the soul plane, different layers, like different frames that we need to go through as a soul in order to incarnate on earth. And I see that those layers are kind of being like they're kind of vanishing all around the earth right now. And that we can sort of take those layers out of ourselves so that we can, just like we're peeling an onion, right? This image of layers is often used to explain what we need to do in order to find ourselves and our light. And here the onion is not as present as the layers that I see on earth, because I see that it's a collective unraveling of layers and dismantling of layers, and I see that those layers, when they're taken out of the earth and out of the planes, the energetic field, they are being swallowed by the light and transformed and transmuted, and the images are beautiful. And what we're invited to do right here, right now, in our present time, is to feel in our bodies what it means that those layers are taken out. And I'm gonna name a few imprints of those layers, imprints that those layers have had on us, so that you can bring that to your conscience and find on the other side what taking those layers off will bring forth from within you. It's so beautiful. I feel like I'm in a bubble of love and light and sparkling energy, which is really, really fun and playful and lovingly happy. So the layers that have been taken out, the first thing that I see is trauma. Trauma that has been passed down from generations. That's what I hear. And what I mean now by generations is not just the linear DNA lineage, but it's also your soul's experiences that you have been carrying and bringing back over and over. My belly just agreed that it's time to let this go. So letting all this trauma out and choosing from now on to not focus on that and not looking at that and not digging into that and not trying to find answers and explanations and liberations and blah blah blah. We don't need to go into that hole and into that trap, because it really feels like a trap right now. We can just come back to our center and invoke our light, stand our ground, remember who we are, and just be from that energy of pure love and light. And the beauty and the magic that I see right now is that when we're doing this, it's so beautiful. It's like, even if in the body or in the energetic field there is still some small light remains, we can just get the conscience of what the trauma has taught us and live from the highest experience of the trauma, and not from the trauma of the trauma. It's really beautiful to feel that, really beautiful to put the words into that. And yeah, I can invite you to feel right now in your body how it feels to let those layers go. All the trauma layers, all of them. Wow, this was really super powerful. I heard a plane from far away mimicking the sound of like thunder that with the light code was completely attuned to what the light codes were doing. They were like taking out all the garbage stuff from the trauma and putting it back into the light. And what we can also envision is a world right now in which this trauma layer is taken out. So all the new souls that have been coming recently and are starting to come right now are not going to go through that. Doesn't mean that they're not going to experience difficult situations in their life, but it means that they're not going to get the imprint of the luggage of all the generations and all their life, and that their life can be lifted way higher energetically, so physically as well. It's really beautiful. What I'm seeing right now is like a collective baby realm lifting up some of my luggage and yours as well, and giving thanks for all that our generation, well, the earlier generation from them, is doing to get their soul knowledge back. And they're really thankful for all the work that we've been doing, because it was, oh wow, the image is beautiful. It's like we've been, you know, when you travel in the jungle and when you walk in the jungle and there are like leaves and plants all over, and you need to put them aside so that you can just go in and just walk without being inside the plants. Well, that's the image that I've been seeing. It's like by doing that, 1 person plus 1 person plus 1 person is like we've opened up a path for them to live and to, wow, I have chills all over, for them to lift up and to arrive and to be who they are in a completely different energy, really a completely different energy with way more rainbow-like, silvery, sprinkly. Oh, wow, that's beautiful. And that feels so good. Can you feel that? I would love for your feedback in the comments. Please let me know how it feels for you. That's so beautiful. And it's like they're opening up my heart, but yours as well, our hearts, so that it's exactly as if they're saying to us, you can now completely open the heart portal and the heart space, and you don't need any protection any longer. You can just be from there, anchored in your heart. That's beautiful. I knew anchored in the feet, I knew anchored in the belly, but I didn't know anchored in the heart. anchored in the heart is opening the wings and allowing, accepting is super powerful. Accepting that we are, oh, that sentence, I love it so much, that we are powerful beyond measure. You know that sentence from Marianne Williamson. It's not our fear. Our deepest fear, sorry, is not that we're inadequate, is that we are powerful beyond measure. I love that. It has been guiding me for years. And now the time has come to accept that, not to just know that and not to try to get there and to try to accept in a like abundance kind of spiritual, I'm gonna manifest blah 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 stuff, but from within. And it's what I see, what I'm being told by my soul right now is that it's directly linked with the trauma layer that is lifted, because what I see is that the trauma imprints really low energies in the body, and now that those energies are out, it's so beautiful. We can accept, we can feel into way higher frequencies that the body has never before been able to feel and to access and to accept and to hold and to hold. See what it was like when I said the word hold the first time. It was like hold. I was not even able to say the word in full the first time, but yeah, we were not able to hold that frequency of accepting how big and powerful and light and love we are. And wow, now it is possible, and we can just feel into that. You can just feel into that right now and invite that feeling into your whole body. I'm just checking that the record button has been pressed because I feel this is so powerful. And the next step, oh my God, there are so many layers that have been lifting up and transforming, transmuting into light. I cannot even name them all. But it's really beautiful. And the next step is to let go into our soul and to surrender to our soul, heart, hand and feet. Heart, head and feet. Head, heart, hand and feet. All of it. Wow. Just drop into that field of you. It's like the soul is the field of you. It's like so wide and so light that you can't even touch the limits and the barriers and the frontiers of you. That's how wide you are. And when you're there, you can feel everybody else at the same time, still knowing exactly who you are as an individual and what you're meant and what you're called to imprint here on this earth, in this life, right now, in the present moment. So it's like opening up the gates to all of you and all of humanity, because being in the frequency of your soul is so big. It's like dropping into the ocean of love and consciousness and the unity unity of who we all are, yet at the same time feeling that we are just a drop, and feeling that that drop has like her own path and her own direction, and feeling in what it is for you, what is the next step for you, what it is that you are called to do. It gives me a sense of knowing, comfort, security, and it's like it's showing me exactly where my next step should be. So I'm inviting you to feel in to that and ask what your next step is, and to do it right now. Right now, as we are together, you can imprint this next step. And maybe after this next step, you're going to feel another next step. And another one, and another one. Today is a big day for me and my family. And I can see myself imprinting a lot of love and light into that situation, and it feels so good. Because we have the power to heal in many, many, many ways, many, many, many situations. So I invite you to do that right now. And I hope you'll tell me in the comments what your next steps are, and share with me all the information that you've had during this meditation, because wow, it was powerful. I had no idea it could be that powerful, actually. I was selecting 2 cards from Rebecca Campbell's deck before, in order to be guided for this meditation. The first one was about the Lemurians. Create heaven on earth, it is close. And the other one is the earth, how do you say that? Like, not healers, but les gardiens de la terre. You're not alone. Ancients are standing right beside you. Wow, I feel so thankful. I feel like I'm actually flying. I'm going to put my feet down on the ground and feel how it feels. I invite you to do the same and come back in your body and feel how you feel right now. Opening up your eyes and looking around, seeing how different does it feel to be with this light body, now that all this clearing and all this information has been passed and transmuted and transferred. I feel like I was cracked open here. And I feel like I'm living with my chest open. It's kind of weird. But it actually feels good. I feel like way wider. How do you feel? And what is your next step? Let me know. I'm sending you lots of love, lots of light. If you feel like you want to go deeper and bring that back into your own life and feel into more of the details of that, let me know and we can catch up for a private session and even look at how all this unravels into your company, because your soul can be a real big guide for your company as well. Speak to you soon. Bye.